but I want to do a parallelogram. So I'm going to change the notes up just a little bit. Parallelogram. How do you spell that? I think there's an O in there.
Parallelogram. Hello.
Is that how it's spelled? I need a spell check on my board. Somebody Google it real quick. All right, we're going to do the same thing.
I think it's an A.
Well, somebody double check. All right, same as before, right? But I'm going to draw this one. You know what? Just for some fun, I'm going to draw this on an angle now. So I'm going to do this. Draw my straight line. Move my ruler. Oh, wait. I need my transversal. So I'm going to take this and...
Yeah, it's an O. I'm right.
He says with confidence. And I'm just going to label this L, and we will label this T for transversal, right? Now, let's make our corresponding angles. So, let's do those in red. I'm going to move this out here. Does that look like that's in the center pretty good?
Approximately.
Make it a little smaller. And I'm just going to draw my arc like that. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to pick some arbitrary point here. Arbitrary. Put that in the center. And draw another arc. Okay. And now let's rotate this around. And we'll do blue. So we're basically going to construct our parallel lines like we did before.
So we changed the distance now?
Yep, now you do, because you want to measure this exact amount, right? So see how Mr. Adams has got this intersecting right there? So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come up here at the top and do the same thing. Take my ruler, my handy dandy ruler. You gotta get it just right. Well, that's throwing me off a little bit. Do you think that could be a little better? There we go. I think that's it. How does that look to you guys? Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna, oops, nope, I want black. So now I'm just going to draw another line through here. Not too shabby. Let's see how we are. Let's see if that matches up. Yeah, that's perfect.
Good job.
Well, I've done this once or twice. But now to make a parallelogram, I got to copy that same angle. You want to see a little trick? Watch this. So now to make my parallelogram, I'm going to open my compass up a little bit, really far actually. Let me change the color a little bit. And now I'm going to just make a little arc here. Then I'm going to, no, it doesn't matter what your distance is because we're just doing a plain old parallelogram. And then I'm going to do this here. Now what I just did is I measured the distance from here to here and the distance from here to here. That should be the same. Now if I did it right, and this will be the trick. Now I'm going to double check this just to make sure. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty accurate. Okay,
I know what you're thinking. Amazing.
Nope.
That's what you're thinking. All right, here we go. Wrong color.
How did you get the little blue marks again? So you just measured the lengths between the two?
Yeah. So the question the student's asking is, how did you get the little blue marks? I need to measure the distance from here to here. Okay? Because that's how I copy the angle. So once I measure that distance, then what I did, so I'll leave it as black so you can see, that's that distance, right? So now if I move this up here, you get my little pointer right in the center, then that gives me this distance. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, so now I've done a lot of things. First of all, this line here, L is parallel to M, right? So we've got L is parallel to M. If I were to call this angle 1 and angle 2, then I would say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, right? Consequently, angle 3 and 4 are also congruent to those through my construction that I did there. Because these lines are parallel, hit that with that. The other thing that we know, because it's a parallelogram, this distance should be equal to this distance, and this distance should be equal to this distance. All done through construction. And that's kind of how we build things today. Parallelogram is a rectangle, right?
Yep.
So I would just need to do that exact same thing, except make sure that the angle, like angle 1, would need to be 90 degrees. Would you guys like to learn how to make a perpendicular line?
Yes.
Correct answer. Hesitant, but correct. So this is Mr. Adams' version of example number 2. Okay? Constructions are important because there's a lot of theorems that are being applied there, and you guys don't even know it.